Stand by, everybody. Yeah, Charlie, you haven't got your hammer, mate. Where's your hammer? Somebody find him his bleeding hammer. Yeah, okay, and action.
Who's there?
Nay, answer me. Stand and unfold yourself.
Long live the king.
Bernardo. Well, against all the odds, the first performance of our new piece is underway. And that's a wonder, considering that there's plague in Clerkenwell. Yet Henslow has closed the rows because of it, and I was certain that the Globe would follow suit, but no. Hey-ho, what's next, I ask myself. Your Lordship is right welcome back to Denmark. If your Lordship were at leisure, there is a thing I would impart to you from His Majesty. Now, the King hath laid, sir, that in a dozen passes twixt yourself and him, Laertes shall not exceed you 3 hits, and... Oh, God, and it shall come to immediate trial if your Lordship would vouchsafe an answer. The first sight I had of this was earlier this morning, with the reminder that 'twas but 3 hours to performance, and could I con it in the time? What a question! Who else could they ask? Of this whole troop, who is their quickest study? Little old me. You might well be asking, why such short notice? Who gets Master Shakespeare to do a rewrite the day before we open? Oh, who else? Burbage. Yesterday, dress rehearsal over, we were all assembled down there in the yard when up pipes our leading actor. Sorry, willowed love, but I think there's something missing. My lady love has just drowned herself. She's in her grave. I've just had a fight with the brother over the corpse. Surely what's needed at this point, old darling, are a few laughs, a little light relief. Enter yours truly. You might be wondering where we are. Up here's my little hidey hole, right up under the thatch, handy for running the lines, nobody to disturb. A little window, so I can see where they've got to in the play. I am thy father's spirit, doomed for a certain term to walk the night. Now, right now, what you're hearing down there is our author giving us his ghost. I must say, if I'd written this piece, I'd have given myself a role with a little bit more meat on it than that. Nothing if not modest is our will. Osric, where does he find these names? How did Master Shakespeare describe him to me? I see him, he said, as a creature prone to exaggeration, in dress, in manner, and in speech. With those requirements, it came as no surprise at all that he should think of me. Pressing him further, I asked him what was the role of this Osric in the Danish court. Might he be, for example, their master of the revels? And if that was so, might I not personate our own Sir Edmund Tilney? Master Shakespeare, you seriously expect me to license this Titus Andronicus for the public stage? God almighty! Our author, however, warned me off such a thought. We must keep Master Tilney sweet, he said, lest our revels at the Globe be ended. Ooh. How now, Ophelia? What's the matter? Oh, my lord, I have been so affrighted. With what, in the name of God? My lord, as I was sewing in my closet, Lord Hamlet, with his doublet all unbraced, no hat upon his head. New boy playing Ophelia, just joined us from Blackfriars. I say boy, he's well over 20 if he's a day. Now, how did he get the job? Because the Earl of Southampton, no less, put a word in for him. Now, he and Master Shakespeare go way back. Now, in fact, this will be the first performance of a play by Will that he has missed in I don't know how long. And for why? Locked up in the tower. All set for the chopping block until the Queen retrieved him. Speaking of Her Majesty, I'm reminded that next week we're due down at Greenwich to play Twelfth Night. I pray to God it goes better than the last time we were there. Throughout the whole of Merry Wives, Her Majesty sat there, fast asleep, with her finger in her mouth. It's my guess she won't be with us for much longer. Oh, shoes. That done, he lets me go, and with his head over his shoulder turned, he seemed to find his way without his eyes. Go back 20 years, and that was me. When I joined the Admiral's men in '91, it was to play all the maids. You wouldn't believe it looking at me now, but it's true. Her Majesty told me to my face that mine was the sweetest voice in Christendom. Said that of my Juliet. In those days I counted for something. Today, Osric, Act 5, Scene 2, your lordship is right welcome back to Denmark. Things could be worse. Yep, rings. I did love you once. Indeed, my lord, you made me believe so. You should not have believed me. I loved you not. I was the more deceived. Get thee to a nunnery. Go. When our new Ophelia was playing at Blackfriars, all of them their boy actors, of course, I'm told that the audience were, for the most part, all old men looking for a Ganymede. Sir Francis Bacon and his like were in attendance at every single performance. Weird. I used to think that I was the only one. Not anymore. Yeah, even here at the Globe, there are those who are, how shall I put it, followers of Titania. Speak the speech, I pray you, as I pronounced it to you, trippingly on the tongue. For if you mouth it as many of your players do, I had as lief the town crier spoke my lines. Did you hear that? 3 weeks back, started rehearsals for this piece. Imagine us actors hearing that for the first time. There were those amongst us who got quite upset. Now, it's all very well for the author in rehearsal to suggest that one might be overdoing it. But no, for Master William Shakespeare, that wasn't quite enough. He has to stick it in the fucking play. So, what's next for the Globe? The great mania at the moment is for all things Greek. The Admiral's men are packing them in with something called the Trojans, and our Will, not to be outdone, has come up with, what was it? Troilus and Cressida. Nobody's ready yet, but I hear on the grapevine that I'm to play one Pandarus, whoever that might be. With a name like that, probably another Osric. A little light relief. It did me yeoman's service. Wilt thou know the effect of what I wrote? Aye, my good lord. My cue coming up. Where's that mirror? Your lordship is right welcome. Oh, my Christ. Takes 20 years off me, don't you think? I asked Master Shakespeare if Osric might have a wand of office, and he agreed, albeit reluctantly. Am I ready? More to the point, is the audience ready for me? But I am very sorry, good Horatio, that to Laertes I forgot myself. For by the image of my cause I see the portraiture of his. I'll court his favours. Peace ho, who comes here? Your lordship is right welcome back to Denmark. If your lordship were at leisure, there is a thing I would impart to you from his majesty.